the most interesting part of tonight, which is the Wood Dragon astrology forecast itself. There are many ways to forecast a year. As I stated just now, I already show you that Qi chart, the 八字or the energy charts, and also Yi Jing and Mother Earth Oracle can actually forecast what a year looks like. So we'll explore some of them here. So in 2024, 4th of February, 1629, about that time, this is the arrival of the spring. That means it will be this Sunday at 4:29. If you are in my Telegram channel, I have already stated that what to do during that time. Okay. And also I give a video link on the tradition of depositing cash on Li Chun, whether it is considered prosperous or not, auspicious or not as well. So to go to my Telegram channel and check it out from there. So here we will translate 2024 is actually Gregorian calendar into a 4-pillar energy. And from here, we can see all the 5 elements energy. Okay. From heavenly stems, there are 10 stems because 5 elements can be divided into yin and yang. Okay. And also the branch itself and the animal signs, the 12 animal signs. The 12 animal signs is actually the code by itself. In actual fact, what we wanted to read is the elements that is in the 5 element signs, the 12 animal signs, which has a hidden stems and what it represents from the earthly branch itself. So here in 2024 is a Jiachen year. Normally we only say dragon year. People ask you when you are born, then you say you're born in this animal sign. But actually there's a heaven stem that is missing. That is a Jiachen. That means a wood dragon year. Okay. And then in the month itself, February is always a tiger month. So if you notice that Li Chun, every year Li Chun happens in February, which is a wood month. Okay. Tiger is wood, not tiger woods. Only tiger represents woods. So here, woods represent growth because education is a wood industries. Therefore, it is very important that we have growth. Every human should have growth because we always say that spring is the phase of growth phase. Okay. So whether the stem, of course, the stem will be different. It will be 6 different stems altogether. It will be altogether 5 different stems. Okay, because there are 5 elements. So the stems, but this here is Pingyin itself. And also the day itself is Wu Shi. That means the reference point here from 4th is here. So here, Wu Shi, the Wu mountain represents every one of us in this earth. Okay, the human in itself. And this is the reference point where we will read the chart, whether the 5 elements is balanced and what they represent, whether this chart has a lot of wealth energy or has a lot of output energy.
If you find this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more valuable insights and updates. By subscribing, you will be the first to know when I post new content.
That is how we read because Earth control waters and we look at the water is actually very little. Okay. So, but if you look at this chart, there's a lot of Earth, same, that means partner. That means next year is 2024 is going to be a very competitive year. And moreover, the heaven stem, and we are sitting on the earthly branch, which is also friend star, or it could be also a competitor star as well. Because Earth and Earth, they control the same thing, the water. Okay. And the last one, the hour, is 更盛, is metal. That means Earth will output to metal itself. That means next year there is output in the hour pillar. Okay. And from here, this chart itself, we will try to qualify all the five elements, whether they are strong or weak. Preferably, a good year, we want to have all five elements in balance. That means wood produce fire, fire produce earth, and in a production cycle, in exhaustive cycle, in a clashing countering cycle, they all should be all in balance. If you have charts that are unbalanced, probably that year it could have something that is missing because each of these elements they represent one aspect of life. For example, water actually is wisdom, and if you look at this chart, there are really lack of water, right? There's no water except that it's hidden inside here, and also the growth star here, the shen here, there is water here. So other than that, the storage here, other than that, you cannot see, water very clearly is hidden. And also represent because whatever the earth control is the wealth element of the year and also is lack of wealth. But in the storage itself, if you work very hard or you know how to play your cards very well through a good strategy, actually you can still extract the water out. That means in order to get wealth, it will be through very good strategy. Okay, to have knowledge in order to extract that. Okay, then lack of fire. If you look at the chart, there's only one fire here. The fire is very little also, means that there are lack of resources. Okay. Lack of resources to the earth because fire creates earth. It's the resource stars of the earth. Means that there will be lack of medical supplies, could be one of them. Okay. In the parts of human resources also read as a health. Okay. Then because of lack of water, it could also have some health related issue like urinary tract or kidney. And if you see that there's a lot of earth here, which is also unbalanced, it could also be digestive system that could have health issue as well. We cannot have too strong or too weak. So this is general outlook of this parts chart. Next is that we will qualify the year pillar, which is very important. Okay, because year is external, and this year pillar will interact with our own parts chart as well, and we will qualify them. So if you look at the earth, if you look at this chart itself, we know that wood needs water, needs fire, needs earth to grow. So generally, do you think that the earth, the tree here, the chia here, which is the grandeur of the year, means that the leader of the year will be healthy or will be like this on the it will be the one that green on your left or it will be, on your right. Can someone put it in the chat? Anyone? Hello? Yeah. Sick. Sick. Yeah, it's sick. Chia. The chia is not strong. It's not healthy. The tai sui is already not healthy. Okay, on the right side, definitely. So okay, the tai sui is not healthy, and moreover, the wu shi the DE branch is actually Earth. Okay, is I'm sorry, it's actually dragon. It's dragon and snake because snake is the growth star for metal one. So this means that this earth is also not very stable because it's hollow. And the storage, although there's water, however, it is also in depth and emptiness as well. Okay. So, and also this pillar also will pull in, the Chen will pull in the rooster. Rooster is actually the sin metal energy. That's why this year could also expect that there will be some related things or or the same metal will have some attention as well as is pulled in by the Tai Sui of the year as well. Okay. Next, we look at the day pillar, which represent us. Yeah, that's right. Augustine and Beng Sun, you are correct. Okay. So if you look at Wu Shit, Wu Shit is actually a leadership pillar in the 60 Jiazi. So we call it a Fui Gong pillar, means that it's a lonely pillar. There are four lonely pillars in the 60 Jiazi. Out of 60, there are four. Okay. So this is one of them. That means we as a human, we will feel like, lonely, and we have to take charge. Every one of us has to be leader now because leadership, leadership in what? That doesn't mean that if you leadership, that doesn't mean that you want to hold high position in the corporate, or you're the boss. It means that you are the leadership to take charge of your life now. You cannot rely on anybody else but you yourself to take charge, to manage your life. That is how I look at it. Okay. So it's a tall, lonely mountain. It's also very dry, okay, itself, because the water storage is also DE. And there's a water growth star actually in Shen. That is one thing good about it. So, and the growth star for metal, growth star for metal, this is output itself. So the growth star for metal is also DE, the snake. Okay, Chen and snake is in the southeast position. And then when there is a wushit here, these two is in death and emptiness, means that even though there's output, it is not very strong output itself, because Earth produce metal, and metal is the yield or the output of our global economy, which or the assets. That means is also not very strong, not very supported, or could be an assets. Okay, so this is something that we also needs to look at. It also translate into literally into a daily life, where we have a lot of outputs. That means output means that it's busy. Anyone's chart that has a lot of output elements, that means they are very busy. So sometimes it could be busy for nothing. Okay, be careful on how you spend your time this year. You have to take charge of your life. Okay, and then you have to have strategy in acquiring wealth. So this is three things that you have to look at from an individual perspective. Okay. And once we look at pillar by pillar, next is that we look at the pillar interaction. Okay. The pillar has interaction. First of all, if you look at actually the chart itself, this is one of the very good heavenly stamp pillar. We have the year produce the fire. Wood produce fire, fire produce earth, earth produce metal. So it's very smooth. That means this is very high output. That means this year we expect that there will be high output on the surface. Everyone seems to have producing a lot high output itself, because this is heavenly stem on the surface. However, if you look at the down there, the animal sign, actually they are not very stable, because they are also clashing. And what happened is that the most important thing, if you look at the external itself, these are all spring animals. Okay, this is springtime, the month and the year. It is a wood energy strong, whereas the day and the hour, it is the metal energy strong, because shit and shen is an autumn or a metal animal, a metal energy. Okay, so when we know when metal and wood meets, there will be a clash. So definitely it's already a clash. And if you look at here, it is also heavenly and earthly clash. You can see that the year Jia, the five element cycles, the wood will control the mountain. Okay. And then here, earth and earth is also a clash. Okay. The dragon and also the sheep is actually a six clash animal sign. So here we can say that these are all, fan yin in a way. And here the man and hour, the sun or the fire will control the metal, and also the yin will control, will clash with the monkey. Mm, Tiger and monkey is also a six clash in the branch itself. So that's why when the pillar are clashing, people's emotion is not stable. Okay. When people's emotion are not stable, there will be a lot of mental state. And moreover, we are in period 9, like flickering fire. Okay. So, and if you look at the month clash the hour pillar itself, means that this one is also the production of people's asset also being clashed. That's why next year or 2024, we have to be very careful with our assets itself. And earth clash here means that security and safety is impacted. Maybe also related to what you deem as secure, maybe or some like employment that you expect for life. It could also have a clash that it could be also impacted. Okay. And here we can see that also because this pillar man represent government. That means government is also trying to control the assets and the productivity. Okay. Um, and as I said, that earth and earth clash is security impact and also is temptation that the wealth is clash away, because you can see the dog and the turn, which is the storage of the wealth, has been clashed away. So definitely the wealth has also been clashed away if you have no prior knowledge of what to do. Okay. And oh, okay, there will be a lot of things that going on, like the Chen and the Shen is actually will form a three harmony combination that's taken away all these elements. That means overall the foundation of the year 2024 is not stable as well. Okay. Next is that let's look at the Qimen chart for 2024. Okay, usually in Jia year, it will be a complete Fuyin chart one. Okay, and always the Jia year usually is a transition of the period. Most of the I think almost all the transition of the period mostly is all in Jia year one, because Jia is the leader in Qimen. Okay, and when the leader is out, you will know what happened, right? Because overall, the sole purpose of achievement chart is that it's like chess, game of chess. We want to protect the king only. But now the king is already out. Okay. Especially when the hidden branch that hide the branch is not around. There will be quite a bad year also. If you can, it relate all this together into one itself. So this is a Fuyin chart means that the economy is not moving. Okay, in terms of real economy, that means the real economy of production cycle, the supply demand cycle. I'm not talking about the stock market itself. Because if you will challenge me that the stock market, why is it so vibrant now? If I say economy is not moving, the stock market now might have a representation of economy, but it's not 100% representation. Okay, it has some speculative elements in it.
In a world where market trends are as mysterious as the stars, investors seek clarity beyond the chaos. Meet Evelyn Tan, a Chinese astrologist, and her co-founder, Wong, an investment guru, where ancient wisdom meets modern market trend research. Experience investment forecasting refined by Chinese astrology. Join top investors who trust their precise insights for their most crucial decisions. Ready to transform your investments? Join now for exclusive insights and forecasts brought to you by Astrology and Global Trends.
Whereas economy is supply and demand. It does not have speculative elements. It's just that what people needs and what, the supply is. Okay. So, and here you can see in our Wu that represents the people on earth, this palace itself is Hamdor and changes. Clash means changes. Means that the is painful. That means every one of us will experience quite painful changes also, especially those if you have a luck cycle change this year, it will be a quite painful change in a way if you're not prepared for it. So if you have you go and look at your chart whether this year you have 2024 you have a luck cycle change or not. But one thing good is that one time pain all together with the period change with the luck cycle change and then after that you will be stable already. So 2024 could be a very challenging years for you. Okay, normally because of the luck cycle change, normally the energy transition is also not very stable if you are not prepared for it. Okay. And if you look at it now, I want to look at the open door itself. So far, this is quite good now. Open door, that means it's door of opportunity. We always look at door of opportunity. This is how I read the chart from the global trends perspective is that you can see thing here. That means thing here means that there's opportunity in technology. Okay, so there is also similarity in 2023's chart. 2023's chart for Koi chart, Koi water chart is also actually Fu Yin one. However, it will be sometimes you might not have complete Fu Yin. It's only like either the door, the stars Fu Yin. Last year one is the door is Fu Yin. Fu Yin means that all these things will return to its home position. All these door there are five components in a Chiman chart. So you have to read them as they all return to their home base. Home base, wherever things stars return to their home base. That means they are at home already. They will not work anymore. This is what it means. Okay. And interestingly, this one, because this is Jia, red is the element that hides the Jia, is also DE. Okay. So we have gone through the Bazi chart of the year. We have gone through the Qimen chart of the year. Let's go through the Mother Earth Oracle itself. Okay. There is a few things that I will bring to your attention. For details, you can read from the book Astrology and Global Trends 2024. I think most of our members already has the book. Okay. If those that do not have, consider get a copy. It's online. It costs like about 40 ringgit. So here the highlights will be there will be too much water in spring, floods, and also flood in the summer. Okay. In the Bazi chart, when water and fire are concerned, they did not cold and hot only the weather itself. Whereas when you have too much earth, that means if you store the water, that means there will be too much water in summer where the crops is growing. That's why it expected that the crops will have problem. The production of the crops itself. That means this will impact the food supply. Next is that there will be silk because we see the chart just now got output it will yield silk, but it will be like low quality type of things, low grain production, or the land is not fertile for low grain, low production. Maybe this year got a lot of production going on, but it's just that the quality is not good. Next is that then the things will go up again. Expected predict selling price is expensive inflation. I think BC also puts that into the global trend studies that next year will have also inflation cycle. And the most important thing is that here, this one, it says that the snow is frozen in 3 winters. Things are not moving, okay? Because things are not moving in terms of physically, the goods or the logistic itself it was stuck, especially during winter. The 3 winters means the three animal signs of the winter, which started from the pig, the rat, and also the ox. They are three. That's why 在山东 so that's why they call that 3 winters means that during the winter months and then towards end of the year there will be a lot of things that will have logistic problem not moving. The way I see it, because of there could be, military unrest here and there. So there will be, blocking of some of the path, some of the sea path and all this, that causes the ship all needs to take alternate path, or the goods is not moving from one to another, especially if you are investing in industries that needs a lot of logistic one. For example, they will export, things from one country to another country one. You have to watch out for that type of investment. Okay. Yeah, let's evaluate the year through I Ching. So I Ching, the year evaluation qua or the hexagram is actually 55, which is feng means abundance. Okay, because this is the first year into the period 9. Period 9 is fire. Down here, the hexagram here, the trigram is actually a fire trigram. Okay. And this here is a thunder hexagram. So fire and thunder, these two elements, these two are a very dynamic kind of elements. That means it will change very fast, right? So next year, there will be a lot of changes. There will be a lot of surprises. So it will be also represented by overconfidence speculations, income inequality. I have already talked about it in my book, Why Income Equality as well. Then there will be resource depletion. As we can see now, resources starts to deplete itself, and also policy complacency and geopolitical risk. Like we can see unrest or military here and there, financial vulnerabilities. As we said that the wealth elements of the chart is also hidden, not stable, and also in DE, and inflationary pressures, which is also shown in the Mother Earth Oracle that things will go up, and global economic imbalances. Okay, so it all match up. And one thing that you can also see here, there is a lot of media in the West also speculated, especially they use Nostradamus. I think most of you all know who is Nostradamus, that in 2024 prophecies, there's somebody that interpreted from his text that there will be war in Asia. Okay. And also the end of King Charles, I do not know lah. Okay. Then another one, it says a global disaster and possible war within China. Okay. So I have also do my own hexagram forecasting, which I do it on my own itself, whether, will there be a full-fledged war breakout in the Asia, in China, Taiwan or not? The hexagram I got is number 46. Okay, it's ascending. That means it's slowly ascending. And moreover, the changing line is in number 2. Okay, the forecast subject in the Yao 2 means that this one is the seed itself. This is actually a wood qua. Okay. This is a shin qua. It's also a wood energy. And this is a kun. A kun qua. A kun qua means that it's earth energy. That means this is wood. The seed itself is pushing through out the earth. That means it's still inside. There could be rising tensions and conflicts, but it will not necessarily become a full-scale war, because the changing line number 2 is still inside. Okay. So this also, later on we shall see what PC has to say about this one. Okay. In terms of 5 elements industries performance, we will look at the forecast itself. on the five elements, the earth, we have also put into details into this book already. So there will be too much earth. That means it's competitive because earth is everywhere. Earth will get to combine away. That means it will get attention. But however, I see as a long-term opportunity. That's why you start to see REITs share also not doing very well. Even Keppel, DC REITs also is starting to has headline already in January of defaults. Okay. However, I will look at it as an opportunity like this year to buy REITs because I think last year Augustine also asked me when I will sort of go into REITs. I also hold on until maybe this year I will sort of consider it could be an opportunity buy now. Then in terms of metal, it will be prosperous if it's supported by actually resources because earth is the resource of metal. Okay. However, it's an opportunity in precious metal. Okay. And then the wood itself is not supported, challenging in crops production. We see it. The opportunity is average. And fire is actually the resource of earth, which is the reference point of the chart. Is actually much needed resource element of the year. So there will be plenty of opportunity also. And then for water, it's weakest in the storage. So it's not easily available. So it will be quite difficult.
Evelyn, if
Yeah.
I may interject, yeah.
Yes.
Going back to what you mentioned about the prosperous supported by resources and opportunity in precious metal. I think one of the way to actually look into this is that the five countries have already joined BRICS, and three of them, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and UAE, are major producer of oil and gas. And when you combine Brazil, Russia, and China being among the top 10 producers of oil and gas, then you have six countries that are able to exert control over the supply of oil and gas. Now, this could mean several things in a way that it could be a trade that is based on local currencies but backed by gold. As many of the current trade between different countries with China is always using the renminbi through the renminbi and local currency swap. Now, one of the things why renminbi is used is because renminbi can be easily converted to physical gold at the Shanghai Gold Exchange. So this has led many people to believe that there will be resources that will be controlled, and the trading of resources will be determined by parties that can exert control over the resources, and it will be backed by gold in some manner. Now, this came just a few days ago that Iran wants to look at a digitized token that can be used among BRIC countries in trade. So how we already know that China has already the digital yuan or digital renminbi, and Russia, Sberbank has already unveiled last year its digital token that is gold backed. So, and Russia will helm the head of the BRICS nation this year. So certainly there's going to be a lot of development behind the scenes, which I believe that eventually they no longer want to sell to parties that is dictated, that is controlled by the likes of Europe or the US, but rather determine their own type of market and who to sell to. So that is why I think the resources will tie in somehow with precious metal. So back to you, Evelyn.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So it aligns with this forecast, right? BC?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so generally the brief forecast is that the landscape of the job market will change because we see that clash itself, the element uh, that we will need to reskill, inflationary environment, multiple flashpoints, military conflict, and also the rise of multipolar world itself. It's going to be a bit chaotic. So next,
If you find this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more valuable insights and updates in manufacturing, supplier quality hacks to achieve consistently good quality products. By subscribing, you will be the first to know when I post new content.
In a world where market trends are as mysterious as the stars, investors seek clarity beyond the chaos. Meet Evelyn Tan, a Chinese astrologist, and her co-founder, Wong, an investment guru where ancient wisdom meets modern market trend research. Experience investment forecasting refined by Chinese astrology. Join top investors who trust their precise insights for their most crucial decisions. Ready to transform your investments? Join now for exclusive insights and forecasts brought to you by Astrology and Global Trends.
in 2024 is a dragon year. Actually, every dragon year or Jia Chen year, the Jia Chen year will come 60 years once. Okay, so in one whole night period, there will be 3 Jia Chen year. Okay, so the last one was in 1964, now in 2024, and every period night will always have a Jia Chen year. So that's why we have the dragon and the phoenix combined. Even in Bazi also, dragon and you, the rooster, is actually a combination. Okay, so the dragon year will give rise to the era of the phoenix itself, with the fire of brightness, clarity, energy, passion, and transformation, because of fire will transform every element, fast moving, and it's all external and attention, attracting attention. People are fighting for independence, equality, and also, unfortunately, it also give rise to flickering mental state where mental health will be quite a big thing, and online scammer as well, because this is something that is void. The Li Guai itself, middle is void. That's why anything that is void, that means that you can see that it's solid on top and bottom, the full line, but however, in the middle is void. That means there will be a lot of things that is not really true to its value. And this also represents scams as well. Okay, so as I said, fire is an element you cannot touch, and it will transform wood, metals, water, and wood, and also earth as well. So the energy is very huge. That's why everything will go through a very big transformation. Yeah, if you want, you can learn more about period 9 from our book here. Okay,